Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to Arizona Cardinals franchise. It is week 18 of season 2. We are in the finale of the regular season of season 2 here against the San Francisco 49ers on another Sunday night primetime game. It's been a fun ride here as we get close to the playoffs, and take a look at the layout of the NFC at the very least right now. We are still not clinching the first seed because the Panthers are still hot on our tail, and it's really going to be we're either 1 or 2 seed for sure. So we'll see. We're going to play our starters with the hopes to get the 1 seed. But we'll see. I don't know, but this is actually I don't know how possible it is for the Niners. Let me see. It's not. Okay. So the Niners are out of the playoffs here because I think because well, hold on. Not necessarily, I guess. So if Seattle loses, if the Rams lose, where are the Rams? If the Rams and Seattle lose and the Niners win, and then the Bucs lose, then there's a chance the Niners make it. I don't know how likely that's going to be the case, but possibly. I'd have to look at the conference record and everything, but because Detroit and Minnesota play each other, so one of them is going to go 9-8, one's going to go 8-9. So if everyone else goes 8-9 in this situation, the Niners have a chance, other than the Rams, obviously. I don't know. We'll see. My assumption's probably not, but they're still probably going to fight for a win, because might as well. We do see Jordan Burch, 7 tackles, 3 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Gets him a Defensive Player of the Week. Pretty nice to see. Let's see what this film room prep is. Critical game this week. What are you seeing in the film? They have holes all across the offensive line. I don't see how they can stop us from dominating the trenches, run or pass. I think that's fair. Let's agree with that because our D-line was incredible last week. Might as well continue the dominance that our D-line had. So, yeah, it's going to be the same goal for Walter, a TFL and a sack as last time, so that's fine. What is this? Why would we want the big back one in? New. We want, what are we missing? Oh, these are done for the year, probably. Is that what we want to do? Maybe this is the perfect time to put in some scouting ones. We're going to take Reed Blockson off. And we'll do Eagle Eye. And we'll do Talent Evaluator. And then maybe we'll do Shield Finder. Let's see. We do not want the QB runs. So we said we are kind of more looking at this red zone passing and less leaning into the QB run game. Oh my god. Could I press the right thing? There we go. Pretty much a lot of the same otherwise. We'll go ahead and auto upgrade. Not auto upgrade. We'll simulate the training. See if we pick up any injuries. James Conner out with a broken finger. That's a big one. So it's going to be Trey Benson, Calvin Allen today. No one on defense. believe we only have 2 running backs on the roster, so we should probably bring in another Running back, huh? So probably going to... Let's go to our practice squad here. We'll get let's see. Probably Harlan Alden. Bring him up from the practice squad, and we will throw Lionel Woodward back on the practice squad here. Just so we have somebody. It's good to have a third guy there just in case someone goes down in the game. Couple upgrades here. Dylan Easley. Do speed rusher. Playing up to an 85 right now. Solid little upgrade there. Jordan Birch, who had an incredible game last week, gets an upgrade. Let's do just power rusher. Continue getting better as a pass rusher. 3 power moves. Awesome. Joshua Ramos, another guy we like to see getting upgrades here. Probably do slot. We need those short to intermediate route runnings to be better. And they do get better along with the release. That's nice. Harlan Alden and Julius Walls can just auto upgrade. I don't really mind either way. Let's see. I mean, aside from that, we don't have much to mention here. So that's pretty much going to be it. We're going to hop right in to our last regular season game of season 2 of Cardinals franchise. And we'll see. We'll see if we get the 1 seed here. It's really what we're fighting for. We don't care if the Niners make the playoffs. They haven't necessarily been amazing, but they do get the home game here on Sunday night primetime. Here comes George Kittle and the guys coming out of the tunnel, led by their mascot. And Joe Montana is fucking honking the horn. And George Kittle coming on out. Along with the other 49ers. And they want to end this season on a high note, even if they can't make the playoffs with the win. They'd like to upset the Cardinals and maybe, just maybe, screw them over out of a 1 seed appearance here in the playoffs. But we'll see. We'll see if they can do it and they can get it done. Last season they were our Kryptonite. This season we beat them by 2. So it's not like it's been easy, but it's definitely a close matchup here for us here. Let's look at the 49ers. They got Brock Purdy still here. He's pretty good. CMC's still here. They also have Keaton Mitchell, Jordan James, Quan Amos. Pretty solid group there. Brandon Ayuk, Jawan Jennings, Jordan Watkins at receiver without Ricky Pearsall today. George Kittle, rookie Jeff Glover at left tackle, Isaac Seumalo at left guard, Josh Myers at center, Dominic Pooney at right guard, and at right tackle they're starting Brady Christensen. On defense, they got Nick Bosa, who's incredible, with Micah Williams, Alfred Collins, and Leo Chenal, who forced 2 fumbles last time we met. Fred Warner and Dorian Williams at corner, Diamador Lenore, Renardo Green, Asante Samuel, Brian Cook at free safety, Jair Brown at strong safety, Blake Grupe and Matt Clifford, the rookie punter, as the special teamers. But the Niners are going to get the ball here to start. And I will say, Niners defense is incredible. They look really good. I don't know if they've been performing really well, but they look great. Almost just hit hard down at the 24. And Purdy, 3,800 yards, 67 completion percentage, 28 touchdowns to 4 picks. Pretty good year for Purdy, honestly. Yeah, I mean, he's not been the reason why this team is a 9-loss team. They're going to start off here with a play action. He's going to find a wide open Tennant, the rookie fullback, tight ends hybrid there. Tennant with the first down there. Here's going to be a run. McCaffrey getting stuffed. And that's Dylan Easley, the rookie, beating him in the backfield. Love to see it. Again, Dylan Easley has been so good this year. 2nd and 14. They're going pass. Looking over the middle. Ayuk for a quick gain of 4 makes this a 3rd and 10. So from the 40-yard line here, obviously they want to be able to convert this, continue this drive. See if they can. McCaffrey motioning out wide a little bit. Going back across the field. Purdy getting pressured, has to throw it away. And that one was Dylan Easley beating a double team, forcing a punt. And Dylan Easley, man, he has come along so nicely. And they're going to have to punt it. Calvin Allen on the return. And he's going to take it out to the 25. And here comes Kyler. Don't have to talk about his season much again. I mean, it's been kind of the same. Nothing too crazy. But it's done enough to get us to 14-2. But we've been leaning on the run game, and we're going to do so today. Here's Trey Benson getting hit hard. Fred Warner allowing no gain there. And we are without James Conner today, unfortunately, but we're going to try run it still. Here's Benson taking it outside for a first down to the 41. There's an injury, and that's Will Carr, who he had some injury issues early in the season, especially week 1, but managed to stay healthy otherwise. But now he's holding his arm. Hopefully he'll be okay. And here's going to be a quick RPO. Mike Wilson out of the backfield getting it for a first down. Going to count as a 15-yard rush there. Elbow bursitis. Havenson can come in. Not really looking to risk Will Carr getting more injured here. We're also going to bring Calvin Allen in this game. We want him to get involved. Here's Trey Benson trying to bounce outside. Loses 3. That's a pretty good job there. 2nd and 13, Calvin Allen in the backfield, as promised. Play action here. Boot rolling out right is Kyler. He's just going to take off himself. Kyler takes a hit down at the 36, makes us a 3rd and 2. Let's go pass here, I think. Getting pressured. He's going to dump this one down to Reggie Gilliam. He's going to get the first down. The fullback getting involved. Okay, we're going to put Benson in after this one here. Here's Calvin Allen with the run. Nice block. Calvin Allen trying to juke past the defender, gets the first down. And this one's going to be a read option. Kyler with space, with speed. Kyler Murray fumbling it out of bounds to the 3. Could have been dangerous there. We're going to try a little bit of a tricky play here. There we go. Play action here on the goal line. It's risky. Benson, touchdown through the air. Great play, risky. They could have easily sacked Kyler, but they were way too distracted with Trey Benson there. And we get a touchdown. So 7-0 to start off here Offense looking as good as ever. See if the Niners can respond here. And here's a return, almost getting it to the 25 again. And, I mean, Brandon Ayuk, he is the leader in receiving yards this season. He is a big reason as well why this team has won 7 games and not lost more. So we'll see if he gets involved here today or not. Here's a run. No, play action. Out to Christian McCaffrey, pass, and he's going to get a first down and more to the 41. It's a good play there. First down. Purdy going pass again. He's looking over the middle, finding Ayuk for a first down. We just mentioned him, and he makes a play there. First down from the 44. Another pass here. Getting pressured, but throws it to Ayuk for another gain of 6. Second and 4 here. Another pass. Quick one out to Kittle with a first down and more. He's got space, and he gets it to the 19. They are finding some success here through the air. First down from the 19. This one going to be a handoff to McCaffrey. Breaking one tackle. Gets 8. Of course, the one time I switch to play the pass, they actually run it. 2nd and 2, under a minute to go in the first quarter. Motion and Juwan Jennings. It's going to be a handoff to him. No gain, loss of 2. Jordan Birch on the play. So 3rd and 4 here. Going 5 wide. Motioning McCaffrey. He's looking over the middle. Purdy getting pressured, has to throw it away. Dylan Easley once again getting in there with a hit. And they're going to have to take 3. Blake Grupe coming in with a chip shot attempt here. And he knocks it through, making this a 7-3 game with 1 play remaining in this quarter. Probably going to just be this return here. And here is Joshua Ramos with a return. Trey Benson on the return. We don't want this at all, but here's Ramos with a really good return to the 46. Nice play there. That takes us to the end of the first quarter. 7-3. Starting about midfield now. Let's see if we can get this play. First down. We'll play action here. They weren't expecting it. We're throwing it out to Marvin Harrison. What a diving grab. Just extending. And that is the type of play you like to see from your receiver 1. Making incredible catches. First down. Gonna be a pin and pull out to Benson, but Fred Warner's all over it. Only a yard. Second and 9. He's going quick over the middle. Mike Wilson with the catch. Makes us a 3rd and 2. Third and 2. We're just toss this one out to Ryman. Would have loved the block there, McBride, but that's okay. First down for Tip. Extending his tip over there. Pause. First down. And pass again. I mean, Marvin's open. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I think that was more of a Marvin's route issue. I don't know what happened there, but that's all right. 2nd down and 10. Going quick out to Mike Wilson. That's just too high of a ball for him. That gave the defender time to come back and play it. Probably also should have ran it. That's fine. 3rd and 10. Been pressured immediately, just chucking it out of bounds pretty much. Brought a little bit of a blitz there, it looked like. So we're going to have to take 3. And that's what happens when we don't lean on our strength of the run game. Aubrey kicks it through, and it's going to be a 7-point game once again. But Niners have a chance to tie this one up, maybe. Townsend with the return here. Takes a huge shot from Reed Blankenship down at the 22. So 1st down and 10. 7.5 to go in the half here. McCaffrey motioning out. Looking quick throw to McCaffrey, which we expect a lot of today. And here is a 3-yard catch. And a little gain there. 2nd and 7. This one's going to be a play action. And it's going to be Purdy throwing it off kilter and caught. Watkins with a nice play. Jamel Dean not doing a great job of covering that one. First down. And here's going to be another pass. Pressured. Gets it to Ayuk for another first down. I will say one thing that both Voodoo and I have noticed. If you're new here, Voodoo is the Giants user in this franchise. Here's a handoff, Chris McCaffrey. One thing we've noticed is that since the update, the recent update, the CPU doesn't run it very much. So we'll keep an eye on that if that's still the case here. Here's a quick throw, and it's almost could have been intercepted. Jamel Dean has been so close on 2 of these now. Another Watkins play there. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Wouldn't be shocked if McCaffrey gets under 10 carries today. Here is going to be a pass, and he's going to find a wide open Ayuk, but he just overthrew that one. It's a little high. They're going to go for it here, which I do not hate for them. I think it makes sense. So 4th and 4. It's going to be a play action here. He's looking, finding Kittle. No, it's undercut. Buda Baker with the play. Picked off. Just underthrew that one massively. And gives us the football at the 37, and that's why we wanted to double Kittle there, because we knew they wanted to run they wanted to throw it to Kittle. Benson getting the handoff for 8. We're gonna get Calvin Allen in. 2nd and 2. There's a handoff. Calvin Allen squeezing through. Finds a gain of 3 for the first down. First down. Kyler on play action again, throwing it just a little high for Ryman. Need Kyler to lock in on some of these throws here. 2nd down and 10. Motioning Mike Wilson. It's going to be a handoff Calvin Allen. He gets hit hard, but gets 6 yards. So 3rd and 4. Real quick, Mike Wilson open. He just drops that one. I mean, you gotta catch that, Mike. I don't know, but we do have Brandon Aubrey for a reason. We're gonna attempt a 64-yarder, and this one, plenty of leg, knocks it through. 13-3. And again, that is why we have Aubrey. That is why we chose him instead of bringing back Chad Ryland, because he can make those 64-yarders. Here's a broken tackle for Townsend to the 26. We'll see how the Niners handle this drive here. Going pass. Going out to tight end number 2, Cortez, for a first down. And that will bring us to a 2-minute warning. Niners trying to put some points on the board before halftime. We're up 13-3. McCaffrey motioning out wide. And first down, looking quick to Ayuk. Gets 6 yards there, his 5th catch on the day. He has been heavily involved thus far. I mean, that's his go-to guy. So it makes sense. Quick throw again. This one to Jennings. First down to the 48. Minute and a half to go. First down looking. Finding again Jawan Jennings. Getting a first down to the 35. He's looking over the middle. It's almost intercepted again by Budda Baker. That could have been devastating for the Niners there to throw another interception. Would have loved to see it, but unfortunately, Budda could not bring it in. Just a quick throw. Watkins, only 2 yards there, taking a big hit. They take a timeout here for 3rd and 8. Going past once again. Purdy rolling out, trying to get the gain himself. He gets tackled by Nolan. Shy of the first down. We're going to take a timeout. Brings up a 4th and 1. They're going to take 3. And he knocks it through. 7-point game once again, but we do have 2 timeouts and 44 seconds to work with here. Probably get a field goal range at least. I mean, that's not super far for Aubrey. And this is another glitch I'm seeing is Trey Benson on the return because we subbed him out for Calvin Allen, which for some reason affects the return game, which makes no sense. It's so stupid. Like, it makes no sense. Like, he's nowhere nearby either, which is also what's funny about that. And also, I don't know why Calvin Allen isn't the starter. Or why Ramos isn't the starter. Just initially, he should be always. But big first down here. We're going to double team Nick Bosa here because he's been not super active yet, but we don't want him to be active. Kyler with some time just going to roll out himself. He fumbles it, and it's recovered by Nick Bosa. Leo Chenal, another forced fumble on us here. And that one recovered by Bosa, giving the Niners a chance. Kyler usually doesn't fumble, but that time he does. Leo Chenal, I mean, he's good at forcing fumbles on us somehow. Here's a quick one out to McCaffrey. Nice juke. Broken tackle, still going. And they use a timeout. 2nd and 6 here. Looking quick, McCaffrey, who gets the first down out of bounds, the 29. 21 seconds to go, 1 timeout. Niners looking for a touchdown to tie it up before halftime. He's looking over the middle, quick, Watkins. Getting a first down, or close to the first down, and timeout. That'll be the last one. So 2nd and inches here. Big play here. McCaffrey motioning. Going quick, out to Ayuk, out of bounds. To the 15. Niners being super effective here, super efficient with the football right now. Motion Kittle. Looking for something. Just going to throw this one away. Smart play from Purdy, just getting rid of it. Live to fight another day here. We'll try to get another play or two out of this drive before maybe having to settle for a field goal if that ends up not working out. Here's another throwaway. Now they may have time for one more, but they're going to say field goal. And they'll just try to make this a 4-point game going into halftime instead of a 7-point game. And it is good. Blake Grupe 3 for 3 on field goals today. Knocks it through. And with 2 seconds left, just gonna... Dude, Trey Benson, get out of there, please. And Benson with the run, loses a yard. That will bring us to the end of the half. We'll see how the rest of the league looks here. See what's going on. Some very important games. A lot of spots still available for the wild card. First, we see Commanders, who are 7-9, Bengals 8-8. Both teams looking for a playoff spot. But it looks like Cincinnati... Is that Eric All? I believe it is. 29-24. Cincinnati wins, and Commanders not going to make the playoffs, and the Bengals look like they will, most likely. 9-7 Eagles versus the 6-10 Steelers. Little Pennsylvania Bowl here in Heinz, or Acrisure, Heinz Field, whatever. Quick throw for Barkley, breaks a tackle. And they get a close win, 24-20. Over the Steelers, and they maintain that that opportunity to win the division back. 8-8 Raiders, 7-9 Chargers. Spellman with a ton of time, the rookie quarterback, diming it. Incredible catch from Jacoby Myers. 24-20 win. 9-8 for the Raiders to make the playoffs. And we'll see. We'll see how those affect things. Very intrigued to see how the Giants game goes, because that division is up for grabs. Ramos here on the return. And he's going to get hit down at the 26. And we're just going to do our thing. We have 37 passing yards. That's not amazing, but it's going to be a run. Trey Benson losing 3 yards. All right. So they're going to be like that this half, huh? They're going to want us to run the football, or throw the football more. They're going to force us to. Let's go quick. Marvin Harrison getting a gain of 7. More manageable 3rd down attempt here. Trying to layer this over the top. Mike Wilson can't bring it in. Probably should have waited for Calvin Austin, but it's all right. Ryan Stonehouse with the punt. We brought him here for a reason, and it is to just have way too much power for my own good. We put him at the 19. I guess this is probably showing that they average 81 yards a season on the ground. They only have 15 because they refuse to run the football. That is why. First down, Purdy. 2 tight end set. Kittle with a run here. McCaffrey getting 3 on that one. Darius Robinson on the play. 2nd and 7. Here's another run. McCaffrey going out wide, but nothing there. Loss of 3. Josh Sweat pushing him back to where they started. 3rd down and 10. And they might be saying, well, that's why we don't run the football. But 3rd and 10. Finding Kittle, actually, for a big first down catch and run to the 41. Niners looking to take a lead here from the 41. Cortez motioning. And this one's going to be a run up the middle. McCaffrey finds 3. Second and 7. It's going to be another handoff McCaffrey. I was just talking about how they don't run the football enough. And here is a run. McCaffrey, big one. First down. Maybe the reason teams weren't running is because they couldn't run on us, but McCaffrey's finding success. Here's Keaton Mitchell in. Not able to get anything, really. And there's an injury. And that's the first-round pick, Jeff Glover, for the Niners going down. So they bring in Daniels, the backup. And here's going to be another handoff. McCaffrey, I mean, the blocking is insane there. Holy moly. We did bump up the run blocking since they weren't running it well still and weren't running it at all, but maybe it was a little bit too much. Who's to say? I don't know. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff. McCaffrey stopped quickly, only 2 yards. It's Birch on the play. 2nd and 8. And this one's going to be a pass. Getting pressured. Purdy getting hit as he has to throw it out of the back of the end zone there. Sets up a 3rd and 8. Third and 8. Getting pressured, sacked immediately, and that is the rookie Dylan Easley. He has been so good, man. He has been so good. And they're going to take another field goal to make this a 1-point game. And this one is good. Groupie 4 for 4, like it's Wendy's. And he wears number 4 too, so there you go. A 1-point game, which in Cardinals 49ers lore in this franchise, it's pretty prevalent to have 1-score games there. That was a horrible return for me to the 22. We have 109 rushing today. We average 153. Probably will get there. We'll see. We will see, but we are going to start off with a run here for Benson, I think. Try to go the opposite way from Bosa. Here's a handoff. Benson with space. Benson with the speed. Trey Benson blasting out of a cannon just like every other week, it seems. And a huge touchdown at 78 yards. And that's going to just completely bust open the game again. We'll see if this is how last week it went. And we force some fumbles randomly in the next 3 or 4 minutes. And It makes it an 8-point game. Probably should have went for 2. Make it a 9-point game, but it's not that big of a deal. We'll see if it matters. But here's a return for Townsend. I have to imagine he's really thinking about holding on the football here. He does, the 27. And McCaffrey's been running well, actually. 10 for 47. He's had some good blocking, especially in the second half here. You'd have to imagine they're going to continue running the clock here, or running the ball, I should say. First down. It's going to be a pass. Here's time. Pressure. Finally getting there, but it's Ayuk. Make an incredible grab, even with double coverage. I mean, I don't know what our guys are doing sometimes with Ayuk there. I mean, just fucking cover him, man. First down, Purdy. Another pass. Pressured. Sacked. It's Cody Simon just blitzing up the middle. And that wasn't even his assignment initially, but I think the tight end was in the block, so he said, fuck it, we're just rushing him. 2nd and 17 here. Another pass for Purdy. Quick one, Watkins. It's hit hard after 7. 3rd and 10. Third and 10, Purdy alone in the backfield. Looking quick. Screen to Ayuk, and it's eaten up immediately. Only 1 yard there. Pressure got in there quick, too, but didn't make a difference. They're going to have to punt this one away. Clifford, the rookie punter, on for the first time today, and he just shanks this one out of bounds. That's a horrible punt. That's an absolutely horrible punt. 18-yard punt. Benson, 8 for 96 and a touchdown today. Obviously, 78-yard run helps a lot with that too. Can we get like an RPO going? I think we need to get our. I don't feel right with 43 passing yards. It's kind of pathetic. And that's almost intercepted. I should have went to Tip Ryman. He's wide open on the outside. I panicked, to be honest. I didn't expect him to be that open. 2nd and 10. We're going to go Marvin this time. He's going to grab it this time and gets the first down. There we go. First down. Quick to Tip. And Tip reaching out for 4 yards. Stretching our Tip there. Pause. We don't have to run another play here. We won't as we bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We're up 20-12 over the Niners. Looking to capture the 1 seed here in the last regular season game of the season. So 2nd and 6 here. Play action here. Going quick, O'Keefe makes the play to the 37. Just going to keep running this clock, running the ball a little bit here. Here's Benson coming back up the field, breaking a tackle or two, gets 8 yards, puts him over 100 on the day. Yeah, I mean, just an incredible game from him today. Especially with that big run for the touchdown earlier. Quick Marvin Harrison catch, first down. Quick tight end screen. Trey McBride finding space outside. First down to the 12. First down. The handoff. Benson finding 5 yards there. 2nd and 5. Go quick tip, Ryman, touchdown. And that could ice this one here. We'll see if we'll see how our defense does. If we get another stop, we will take our starters out. But you know, we don't want to ease off the gas if the Niners are about to come back. You know, can't have that happen. Here's a return. Juan Amos again with the return to the 25. They love the good old 25-yard line. At this point, you'd have to imagine they are in pass mode here, no longer looking to run it. We'll see. Motioning Cortez. And it's going to be a play-action pass. Looking quick out to Cortez. And he's going to get close to the first down. 2nd and inches. They are running a 3 tight end set right now, but I am not going to adjust to a run because I am still staying strong on this being a pass. But it is a run. McCaffrey getting a couple yards. That's fine. 4 yards. We'll let that up easily. First down from the 39 now. Purdy dropping back, looking quick. Kittle, 2-yard catch there. 2nd and 8. McCaffrey not going there. It's going to be a quick one to Watkins. 3rd and 2. They're taking a decent bit of time here. 4.5 minutes to go. McCaffrey motioning out wide. He's going to go out to McCaffrey because Reed Blankenship said, I'm not going to go over there because I'm in a pretended zone for some reason. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock. Quick throw, almost intercepted by Cody Simon if I was ready for it. I just didn't expect him to throw it there. Of course, Brandon Ayuk is there on the catch. And they're moving. They're moving the football here. First down, under 4 minutes to go. This one, another run for McCaffrey. Met quickly, only a yard. 2nd and 9. Another run for McCaffrey. And he's going to find 6 more. Very interesting strategy here. 3rd and 3. Motioning McCaffrey out wide. He's looking deep down, one-on-one. Budda Baker, please. Almost intercepted. Budda Baker knocking it away from Juwan Jennings. Almost intercepted by Jalen Thompson there. Would have been a huge play to pretty much end the game. 4th and 3. They don't have McCaffrey in. They have James in. Jordan James with the first down run. I was not expecting them to trust him. They did. They're going to go hurry up here with none of their starters on. They got a tackle at tight end, at receiver. Lined up at receiver right now. This is crazy. I mean, that receiver is wide open. Watkins was. And Tennant, incompletion there. I don't know if Purdy noticed that. Doubt he did because he threw it elsewhere. Ayuk is back on the field. Kittle's back on the field. Jennings back on the field. McCaffrey back on the field. They're ready. And quick. Kittle. First down, breaking an arm tackle. 1st and goal from the 5. Going to hurry up here. Trying to score before the 2-minute warning. He's quick out to Kittle, and he's going to get in there for a Niners touchdown. Keen Davis-Gaither in coverage, not a good matchup. And they're going to take the PAT here, make this a 8-point game, so they'll have to go for 2 on their next touchdown if they get one. And they're going to trust their defense here. Interesting. I mean, sure. I don't think that's unreasonable, but we'll see. Calvin Allen on the return. Fighting to the 28. So, we'll see. They have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning here, so definitely have the ability to stop us time-wise, but their defense needs to show up here. See if they can. Starting off with the handoff. Benson immediately getting a first down run, and they're going to take a timeout. Not a good start for the Niners defense, but they still have time. And timeouts. Here's Benson. Another one. Only a couple that time. Second and 8. And here's a handoff. Benson fumbling it, and Fred Warner picks it up. Oh, my goodness. And that's where we usually like having James Conner in, because he doesn't have as much of fumbling. Benson doesn't have an issue fumbling, but he has fumbled in the past, more so than Conner. Man, we see there that happens, and now the Niners set up in really good field position with 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning to work with to try to tie this one up. Go and screen. McCaffrey breaking 1 tackle, breaking another, still fighting, gain of 6. Now bring us to a 2-minute warning. Niners making things very interesting in the final 2 minutes here in Santa Clara. And we'll see. Can the Niners upset the 14-2 Cardinals, who have been on fire all season long? Quick throw to Watkins. Gets a first down, dislocates his shoulder while getting the catch there. Minute and a half to go. Gonna go quick RPO out to Ayuk. Only a yard there, his 10th catch for 83 yards. Motioning Christian McCaffrey out wide. Empty backfield. He's looking, finding nothing. Purdy throwing it back across the field, and he makes the catch. Jawan Jennings. That's a crazy play that you normally don't want to throw. But he had the leverage. He had the belief in his guys, so he made the play. A minute left. Motioning McCaffrey out wide again. Purdy looking quick. Kittle juking out 1 defender. Gets 9. Makes us a 2nd and 1 from the 9. And they're going to spike this one here. So 3rd and 1. This is a big spot here. This one's going to be a handoff. McCaffrey stopped. 4th and 1. From the 8-yard line. Going pass for the game. Purdy sacked. That's going to do it. We're going to win this game on a sack there. And we're going to head to 15-2 and have the 1st seed in the NFC. Great job, Walter Nolan, the closer, to make the play. And we win 15 games in the regular season. Not a lot of them were pretty, at least in the early part, and then this one. Some of them were very pretty. We looked incredible, and then some games were a little bit gross on our end. The only 2 losses we have were 2 playoff teams that are in the race here, and they dominated us, so we'll see. But we at least get the 1 seed. A very mediocre stat line for Murray. I mean, 95 pass yards, 63 completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. Held Purdy to only throwing 1 touchdown. They actually did run the ball a decent amount. He ran it decently. Benson was awesome, obviously. The fumble was scary, though. Kyler fumbled it twice. One was out of bounds, and the other they did recover. Ayuk, Watkins, Kittle had heavy involvement. Tip Ryman had a touchdown. Marvin got the most catches. Not much to mention there. Dylan Easley, still just incredible season. He might win Defensive Rookie of the Year as well. Cody Simon. Nolan, sadly, probably not going to count as a full sack for his goal, but that's okay. Still a great game, and we win 27-19. Wasn't easy. Niners definitely put up a fight, but we get the win, and Niners going to have to wait till next year to try to make the playoffs again. Yeah, let's see what this prep is that we have. Great win. Seems like you had a clear game plan. What made the difference today? Well, it was the trenches. I mean, Nolan, you were half a sack away from your goal. So this one was for, it doesn't matter, the fans. It really doesn't matter. Again, we're maxed out on all of this. So wow, and with that performance, Benson, obviously without all the other games being played, puts himself at the second spot yards wise, but I feel like that speaks more with how many attempts he has. But that is going to be it. Hopefully James Conner will be back next week. Obviously we like having Benson, and we're fine with him being running back 1, but we do like running a little 2-back system. I guess it'll be 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks for him to recover. He should hopefully be back by then, because we have this first seed, and we will meet. There's a couple teams we could see. We could see Seattle. We could see we could see the Lions, Detroit. We could see the Giants or the Eagles. At least as of now, that's what it's looking like. But some of these teams aren't locked into playoff spots yet, so we will see. But that will be it. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the playoffs. Have a good one. Bye-bye.